Morning. With 2 trades on. More careful with the NQ one than the gold one at the moment. But it's a small scalp. So here's our alpha box. We've come below, closed above. We are 20 minutes is bullish, meaning we've got good probability to come for this liquidity. We're on the daily. Now we just need to be careful of a rejection out of this, so we want to see this disrespected straight away. A little bit higher. That's good. Stop to break even. A little bit more concerned about NQ than I am gold. Just jinx gold, am I? All right, let's go, Inky. Oh, I'm on MNQ, sorry. We've just hit liquidity. So let's take 3 off. So we were long here. There's long. Stop below this. And I was just targeting the high for about 2.2R. So if I take the day off, might be easier to see. So here we came down, and when we came back up, you can see we held the alpha box, tapped back into this fair value. I know we had this one above, but when we started holding it, I set a stop order above, and if we broke above, then we'd go, and this wick took me in. There you go, and there's TP. First trade. Ugh. Yes. Could have gone for this liquidity. It's obviously high probability, but I just wanted to take this high for 2.2R. The first 20-minute box has high probability of price taking the high, so you can see when we close above on this candle, we get a green box at the close of the 19-minute candle, giving us a statistical probability we're more likely to take the high. We tap back into the alpha box, and off we go. I actually think a potential short, if we take this liquidity, let me just put higher time frame liquidity on. Just want to put 5-minute liquidity on, let's just see. Right, okay, so we're in the daily already. So I think we're more likely to have a bit of a chop day. The daily's a pretty big candle, and I think we might just chop in this range for today. So sort of here and here will be really good prices to buy today. You can see we've got a liquidity level, overnight liquidity. Yeah, it was a nice trade. Like I said, could have taken it to here, but 2R to there in the morning. First trade done. Why not? Beautiful tap on the alpha box. MACD coming above on the 2 minute. 1 minute you can see there we're coming up and above. We've just taken the high. Gonna trail to here. And taking profit, we've got this liquidity above, and we've also got an alpha box here. You can see previous ones. I think I'll just do that today. So we'll keep trailing gold. Just turn it down. So let's just check on NQ, where our first trade's done. Yeah, and there's the liquidity now. Morning, Peter. So I think, let's just do a daily review, right? If we look at our alpha box on the daily, you can see we're just above it, right? Dynamic TP's gone red, and obviously we've got this gap. So these sort of liquidity levels and potential reversal could be great trades, as well as potential ones below the daily. So a lot of the time when we see a setup like this, we will sort of chop in and out of the daily. So above and below could be good potential areas to get in the trades. I do like, see now we've just grabbed this liquidity. Now this is higher time frame liquidity. This is 5 minute. Oh, did we grab it? Yeah, we got one. Just didn't tap this eye, unless we did on NQ. Starting to go on gold. Let's see if we can trail that trade. We're 1,000 up. Just need to be careful of this area here now. This isn't a bad spot if you wanted to take profit at the previous hour alpha box, right? A lot of the time we can come, reject, like we are here. Think I'll trail to there. So Could have taken entry here, but we waited. Now, although we had probability to the downside, the rejections from the alpha box, you can see 1, 2, 3. That's what gave me the confidence to pull in this trade, plus the model as well, right? So our daily is below, as you can see here, which can be quite bearish days would come below the daily now. So we expect potentially that we're going to continue to go lower, but we're quite extended. So I was just looking for a snapback. Our 6 hour alpha box is here, but any of these, this sort of high here would be a good trade as well, right? Taking out that high, even the current hour alpha box. Plan was just to trail it through. Struggling to get through this previous alpha box. I do think this is potentially an area where we could just call this trade. I don't want to see price close below, otherwise we could see a return back to the hour. From that, we need to see price push now. We need to watch out for that potential NQ short, right? So let's go back to MNQ, trailed that. Oh. Okay, so we've tapped that liquidity now. Right, so this could be a potentially great trade all the way back down into the daily. I'd probably want to see the new hour start as well, right? Yeah, so if we can disrespect this alpha box here, we can come down, close, and then potential retap, even a new hour, could see a beautiful trade, even taking out the lows. Dynamic TP's gone red, right? So dynamic TP's gone red. We are being obviously bullish structure. With these kind of days, we've been in this range, right? So kind of we've come down, we've come up, taken liquidity. Even if the high goes, these potentially, we're in a potential area for a return back in. And obviously we've got these liquidity levels below. The entry would be waiting for levels to be disrespected. So obviously that dropped down, didn't give us anything that we would have entered on. Like I said, really you'd want to see a disrespect of the alpha box or the new hour. Right, so we've just been taken out on our trail on gold. So we trailed to that low. Could have kept it there, but because of the profit that we were up, didn't want to give too much back, so it probably was a bit aggressive. Three, 4, 6, 1. Oh, no, cancel. Definitely too aggressive, but four, 6, 1. No. Oh, it's because it was the stop. Sorry, that was where the profit was. So stop was 3254. There we go. Yeah. So looking at it now, it's just a bit aggressive. Probably should have left it where I had it here. Just moved it a bit too close, I think. Just with the alpha box, I didn't want to see it come all the way back after rejecting from here. But I could have given it a little bit more room. So I'm expecting potentially price could bounce. Maybe we get a new hour again. We'll see what the new hour's like, but I'm expecting a potential return up to this sort of area here, the previous 6 4-hour alpha box, and even this liquidity. I think we're about 800 up today. No positions, orders. Oh, why they're on. Get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. So 934 so far today. Read about $240 on this trade. I was just increasing the number of contracts before we got tagged in. I didn't quite get to the amount I wanted, but still, nice trade out of the hourly alpha box with probability. Tap on the open as well. don't feel like... this is the structure for a mega bullish day, unless New York kicks in. Obviously then that can send us anyway, but up till New York, we're very much inside the daily. So it's a bit like this, really. It's probably the closest example I've got for today, although it's been, obviously, we've been more bullish than correcting. But you can see how, look, we get that tap. Dynamic TP's bearish. We're above. Tap the liquidity and then the return. So that's basically the trade that I'm looking at here. Right? We're bearish. We're above. Tap of the liquidity and then potential return. It's basically, doesn't have to do it. It's just quite common when we set up like this. Drive me nuts. I'm just going to add M&Q. Yes, just a bit tight on the trail. So annoying. So, oh, we're in our 4 hour, right? I was looking at the 6 here, and this was my target. With potential, this is the first place for potential risk, right? So nice tap down again, daily below, overextended. We've come all the way down, looking for a potential return, even obviously liquidity above. We could get back in again once we close above. Potential tap in on the 4 hour. So when we got this rejection here from the previous hour and the 4 hour, stop was originally here. Just when we had this rejection, I just went under it. Should have left the trail a little bit, give it a little bit more room. And then come under here. Had too many contracts on as well. I need to add. Oh. Hi. Yo. So our support and resistance levels, our 4 hour, you can see this is where we're struggling with at the moment. So should have left the trail there once we rejected. If I'd have had multiple contracts, I'd have partialed. Here would have been partial. Stop at break even. New hour opened in line with the 4 hour. So we've got the first hour, second hour, third hour opening on the 4 hour. Expecting this potentially to go bullish. This is our 6 hour. So we've extended out on our 6 hour. Come below the daily open. We've had a nice move down, so potentially I was looking for a snapback, even a potential return to the 6 hour box. On NQ, we are looking for liquidity and return. So I'm looking at this level here, right? Look at this level, we had no entry. Looking at this one, and I'm looking at a sweep of liquidity. Our trend AI is bearish, so I'm looking at a sweep, reversal, and then a return back into our daily box. This is our 6 hour here. So we could be targeting our 6 hour. I actually like the opposing, so I think kind of top to bottom could potentially be viable. But we're going to wait until it's really really clean setup before we instigate any of that. Still bullish structure at the moment. Looking pretty weak against this 4 hour alpha box, but if we can break above, potentially that. Otherwise I think we'll return back to our previous hour, put in some more structure. That's why these levels are so good. Areas to manage your trade, areas to get in. We got in on that trade from this. New hour, flip bullish, come up, tap into our alpha box, 1, 2, 3, return to the previous hour, 4 hour. Although because we've been so overextended, I was looking at a playback from here up to here, and I just got a bit aggressive with my trailing because I was only on one contract. If I had multiple contracts, I'd have just partialed here and left stop at break even. But very bearish today. Right, very bearish. I expect a bit more of a chop day though, right? I think we're gonna come in and out of the daily box most of the day. So positions below and potentially above can be Can be very good. So structurally, our 4 hours an hour in. So there's good probability this is our high. So even though I'm expecting potentially it could go, structurally, you could wait for this to break and then a tap back to the 4 hour, which gives us confirmation of a bullish 4 hour. Right now it's potentially bearish. So if we broke below this low or disrespected, you could then see a bearish return to this kind of level. So there could be a small trade from here to here. Potential continuation. We have come quite far down. We are bearish on our trend AI. Right now, no position. We're just inside our alpha box daily. Sorry, inside our daily, inside our 4 hour. Potential choppy day. Like this. See if we can get the tap back in. Could take the trade there, but for 1R. Since we've already got a trade today, I'll see if I can get a tighter stop. Just going to miss me. Oh, there we go, we're tapped. That's quite an aggressive tap. Come on. go. Don't come back up. Come on. Going to be aggressive just because we're up to 3 trades now. I know I'm not risking a huge amount, but still, I'm managing the same. All right, so nice tap. There's our trade. Took one contract off. Just take some profit in case it comes back on me. We could take 2 off and trail for the low. I'll take 3 at this level. There we go. Let that one run. So yeah, so we're up about 400 from that gold trade. We're up 900 from the other 2 trades, so better. It was a beautiful trade. We get that tap back in. A nice drop. we go. Here's our trades. So today, oh, it's because it was on gold. So we have this one on gold out of our alpha box to our alpha box. Like I said, I had a partialed. And then here, we were talking about a trade from here to here, returning. We've taken more than 90% of the trade off our previous alpha box, which is what we said. Might just see a little return from here to here. That's why we exited most. And then we just left the runner just in case we were going to come for the lows again. And then we've had MNQ was here to here. We're hunting for that. We've gone way past that liquidity. Absolutely flown. We are way overextended. Let's have a look actually at our daily. Okay, so here's our 50% level based on price, how it's been recently. So we've still got quite a way we could go based on recent volume. We'll just stay out of that for now. Let's go back to gold. So we were looking for a tap above and a tap back, which you didn't get, but we did get a break a little low. And our tap in, which gave us the trade above our hourly box here. So this one didn't work out, but we also did say to our previous alpha box. We might just flip. I still think, like I said, I think we're putting in more structure. So I still think we're going to flip this 4 hour, but I'm just thinking it might just be once the next 4 hour candle starts. Let's see. Hello.
Morning.
I've got a issue. YouTube is not responding.
You have to be more specific than that.
It just says error. YouTube is not responding. Oh, fucking hell.
You still alive?
I think so. Yeah, I think I'm still alive. Might just be... Can I refresh? Refresh. Yeah, it's still there. Well, we absolutely tanked it out of there on NQ, which wasn't expecting us to go that high. So we've got this alpha box 4-hour return to hourly trade that we just finished. Well, still in, we've got a runner running. Yeah, there's no more after this. We've done
Great start.
about 1,200 today. Yeah, 1,200. So that's going to take us out. So I was looking for this long, right? So this was our first trade, and we got taken out here, and then we were looking to come above, retap, and I'm looking for a return to this 6-hour. However, there you go. There's break even. The last one taken off. So yeah, we ended up probably close to 2R on that trade. And then MNQ was, we were targeting this high. No, this high. Huh. Did I have the wrong one? This high then. At 1.8 on that one. And then on gold this morning, this is what I was looking for. And then I got taken out on here. And then we saw this rejection. We took the low. Let me just move that. Took the low here. Right. Tap back up, which is where we got tagged in, literally there. Straight to the previous area. Now I was just looking for these lows. I was looking for it to come right back to here, but we scaled out our profit around here. Left one contract. We had 5, left 1, so we took 4 off. Took 1 here, and then we took the 3 here. And then we left that other one just in case we were going to continue on down lower. My bias is a bullish return, right? In the way that we've come below now is a potential bullish return to here into the previous levels. But we are very bearish on trend AI. and our 4-hour alpha box, these levels become our areas of taking profit, taking risk off. This new support and resistance concept just massively helps, right? You can see this is our entry, rejects, holds it as support. We're now resistance on here anyway. We expect this potentially to be our high, right? Reject, take the low, tap back in, and return down. And if we can see that flip, potentially we can hold this level again and then return to our 6-hour. NQ is going to be an interesting one. Oh, so I've been waiting for a potential short on NQ. However, we don't need to, so we'll just give it as an example. So we didn't take liquidity, so I want it to be at a level of liquidity. So what I'm looking for is, because we're so overextended, is a potential return to the same thing, really, our 6-hour, even potentially our low. You're excused. Finally, a better morning. Yeah, right now, nothing but bullish. We need to see alpha boxes being disrespected, which we haven't seen yet. So if you look at this, we got 1 hour, we come below, we come back above, we start our 4-hour, we reject from our previous hour alpha box, hold it as support, break above, hold the 4-hour and the hourly, break out. That's why I was not quite confident we'd take this high, so I was just taking it from this sort of level here. So a nice sort of 2-hour trade out of there. And then potentially, once we'd grab liquidity, potential reversal, because we've got these high probability levels, you know, especially this one inside of our 6-hour, 81% probability of returning. So we can see trend AI starting to weaken as well. So I was like, ooh, once we've taken these sort of levels, if we see an entry, could see a nice return all the way back. So that was the longer term trade for today, but we are very bullish. Obviously we've opened significantly higher up. And who knows if we're going to get any tweets or tariff news today. I don't think we're expecting any, are we? So potentially this could be our high for the day. We are very bearish on gold at the moment. We do expect a return, but we'd need to see quite a change in pace. Otherwise, we expect this low to go. Another retest of the 4-hour alpha box and the current hour. Nice rejection. We've already done this trade, so we don't need to do anything again. And you know what, guys? That's us done for the day. We don't need to do any more. 3 trades up. Over 1,000 on the account. We'll go again tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning. Take it easy.